everyone, and welcome to your PE stretching session. Today, in this breathe session, we are going to be working from head to toe, doing different stretches to keep us really supple and flexible in our muscles, particularly after a workout where we can sometimes feel a little bit sore in our muscles the following day. So, join me. We're going to be holding each stretch for about 10 seconds. We're going to start with our head. So I'm going to just put my head to the right hand side and just add a bit of weight with my hand here, so we're stretching the sides of our necks. And switch. If this is painful, then just take away the weight of your hand. And we're going to go back, looking all the way up to the sky, and then all the way down. Okay, we're going to bring our shoulders up and down, again, up, down. Okay, our first arm stretch. We're going to put our arms out, our right arm is going to go on the top, and the other one's just going to bend across like so. Don't let this one sag down, keep it up, and we're going to stretch for the 10. So you should feel a stretch here in your arm. Good, and now we're going to swap. Good. Next one, we're going to make a triangle. I'm going to turn around to show you this one. Make a triangle here, and then I'm going to bring my other hand to my elbow and pull just gently. If this hurts, don't pull or push too much. And we're going to switch. Again, triangle, touching the opposite shoulder, and then pull down. So this is going to stop or reduce the soreness that might be in your arms from arm exercises that you might have done in other videos, and it's just really good to keep your flexibility up in all areas of your body. Okay, we're now going to put our hands on our hips. I'm going to reach to one side like this. So we should feel a stretch down the side here. And we're going to swap sides. And back to the first side. Now we're going to reach our arm over the top. Now please remember, don't be leaning on your knee here. Okay, I keep to the hip. And switch. Remember to keep breathing in these stretches. Great. Okay. Now we're going to reach up. We're going to reach forward, trying to keep a flat back. You might feel a stretch in your upper back of your legs right now. And then I'm going to try and touch the floor. Note, my feet are not together. Okay? I'm just trying to touch the floor here. If you can't touch the floor, try to just keep reaching. I'm going to do that one more time. Reach up, forwards, and then try to touch the floor without bending your knees, same as before. Okay, we're now going to work our lower body, so you can hold on to a wall or something nearby. We're going to lift up our leg, and we're stretching our quads, which are actually the front of our upper leg, just here. Try not to make sure that your knee is here. It should be right next to the other knee. So I'm pulling back so that my heel is touching my bottom. And switch. If you can do it without holding on, challenge yourself. Keep the chest up. Great. Okay, next we're going to be stretching our hamstrings, which are at the upper back of our legs. So, one heel forwards, As you can see, I've got one straight leg, one bent. I'm going to put my hands just above my knee, not onto my knee, and I'm going to lower my chest slightly until I feel a stretch in the back up of my leg. And I'm just going to hold that there. Remember, you're in control of these stretches, so if it's really painful, okay, then obviously just come up slightly. And switch. Now I would really recommend doing these stretches actually more regularly than just when you do a workout. It's really important to keep your flexibility up. It helps us reduce injuries, and it's really good to just keep a good level of flexibility in our muscles. Good. Okay, we're going to sit down now, and we're going to put our the bottom of our feet together. Here, the soles of our feet, holding here, knees here, and I'm going to push down on my knees slightly. Now, someone who's very flexible will have their knees all the way down to the floor. Don't feel like you have to do that. Don't push too much. Keep the chest up. It's really important to remember, if you're finding any of these stretches too difficult, maybe for example you're here and you don't feel like you could actually push down any further, that's fine, just hold it there. Everyone is different. Okay, we're now going to do some little bounces. So with smaller children I call this butterflies. Okay, just really small, we're not pushing too hard, and I'm going to try again. Okay, so with our elbows, I'm going to try and push down just that little bit further this time. Good. We're now going to go on all fours, like this, and we're actually going to do a wrist stretch, which lots of people actually forget about, but a lot of the time we are putting all our body weight on our wrists. So we're on all fours, and we're going to just rock forwards and backwards, just very slightly. Then we're going to put our fingers facing outwards and go side to side. Then we're going to put the top of our hand flat on the floor, like I'm doing right now. Now this is a difficult one. You don't do this too much, just very small rocks. This should not be painful. Very small rocks. Remember, you're in control. Okay, good job. Bringing our hands together into a ball. Okay, now clasp them together. Fingers intertwined. Forwards, and then turn your palms to me. Great. Okay, we're now going to be sitting down. So we've got our legs out in front of us straight, so we're just going to stretch our ankles. So we're going to put, this is called not flexing, so this is pointing. So we're pointing our toes. And then we're going to flex them, point, flex, and now circle round in one direction, and the other way, and now a small challenge for you. Can you have one foot going round in one way, and the other foot going the other direction? Okay, so watching. So you're almost making like a figure of 8 or 2 O's to make an 8. There we are. Good. Okay. We're going to bring our ankle up here, and we're just going to help a little more with that ankle stretch just by rotating it round like this. Okay. Now I'm going to hold with my right hand for my right foot. Hold it out and try and straighten your leg. If you can't straighten it, try and do it as much as you can. Or if you can't reach it, okay, don't worry, just pop it down. Okay, and switch. Okay, left hand to left foot, hold it out as much as you can. Don't worry if not, and we're just going to place it down. Okay, we are now going to try and put our nose on our knee. Now, without bending the knees like this. This is difficult, and maybe the first time you watch this video, maybe you will only reach down to here and you're not actually that close. That's okay. We are all different. Don't compare yourself to other people. So, we're going to stretch up, keeping our ribs in. They shouldn't be flaring out like this. Keeping them in, which is still using our core as we stretch. And I'm going to try and reach my hands down to my toes. Now, remember, if you cannot reach your toes, this is okay. If you can reach your toes, brilliant. We're holding it where it is going to challenge us, where we can feel a stretch. Again, it shouldn't be painful. If it's very painful, ease off the stretch. Okay, we're going to do this 2 more times, and each time we're going to try and go down that little bit further. Okay, so arms up, and we're going to breathe in, and then as we breathe out, we're going to try and go down further, and we're going to try and look down to our knees so that hopefully our nose touches them. Are you ready? Breathe in, and out. Hold it. So you should be feeling your hamstrings being stretched now, the back part of your upper leg. Keep holding. 3, 2, 1. Good. Whew. Now 1 more time of that, okay? Now remember, this is a stretch. It's not meant to be really painful. But please remember that stretching sometimes can be misinterpreted like that, okay? If it's painful and it really hurts, ease off. You are in control of your body. But if you are stretching, it should actually feel like your muscle is elongating perhaps, and that's actually a good thing, but just hold it there. Don't push it too much. Last one. Breathe in and out. This is the last one. Try and hold it as low as you can go. Keep your legs straight, don't bend the knees. Good job, everybody. Okay, so we've worked today all the way from our heads all the way to our toes, doing lots of different stretches. So this is a whole body stretch for you that you can keep coming back to after all the workouts on the PE Pop channel. So these can form part of your PE lessons. Well done. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope you're feeling a little bit more stretched now. And remember, it's good to keep in good habits by keeping up our flexibility in everyday life. Thank you so much for joining me. Bye.